I'm going to leave the waiter a little tip.
Well guys, I smell an age restriction. Today we are looking at one of the most disgusting things I think I have ever talked about on my channel, and my last video was about a guy who drank aged urine. OnlyFans has gotten pretty popular over the last few years, for reasons that are honestly completely unbeknownst to me. Why such a large amount of people want to pay for porn in an age of the internet where free pornography is more available than literally any other time in history is kind of a mystery to me. But hey, different strokes for different folks, right? I'm not here to judge. Except, that's a lie. Yes, I am. Like we have established, OnlyFans is very, very popular right now. And just like when any genre of content starts to blow up, the competition gets a little bit tougher. And when the competition reaches levels that can seem insurmountable, some people are willing to turn to unorthodox methods in order to get their name out there. Now, we've seen this across all different kinds of genres of content. I think the most notable one though is IRL streaming. We've got people like Jack Doherty committing actual crimes on camera just for some Twitch donations. But if they don't watch out, I think that OnlyFans models might be giving IRL streamers a run for their money soon. Because while some streamers might be out there punching people and starting fights, they're not putting in the real work, like leaving their dirty, nasty, stinky underwear all over public spaces and forcing people to touch them. Yeah, these last few videos have been a rough run for me, guys. No, I am not joking. The other day, I stumbled upon, and yes, I really did stumble upon this, okay? Before you leave any smart comments, a video of a woman who advertises her OnlyFans by taking off her underwear in public and then leaving them in a place where a person will inevitably have to interact with them. When I saw this, I was like, wow, that's really cool that people do this. So I checked out her Instagram page, and yes, I really did just check it out for video purposes. Believe it or not, this woman's not really my type, and guess what? It is literally all she does. Every day, this woman has a new video of her disposing of her used underwear somewhere in public, normally in a food-related space. It's really awesome, and I'm glad that I get to share it with you. YouTube, please don't send this video to age restriction hell. I'm asking nicely. At the end of the day, it's just some fabric, right? You're not gonna see anything explicit in this video other than a pair of underwear. We've all seen a pair of underwear. Let's be adults about this, YouTube, okay? Okay, let's begin. Please subscribe.
So I'm going to leave the waiter a little tip.
Alrighty, so this is the video that introduced me to this content, I guess you can call it. Seems like sort of a disrespectful use of that word, but we're gonna run with it. So you're sitting there finishing up your lunch at Mickey D's, and you decide what this meal really needs to bring it all together is for you to whip out your underwear and leave them on your tray for some poor teenage kid who works at McDonald's to have to deal with. Look, I'm no prude by any means, but what this woman is doing, who I'm not gonna name by the way, which I don't think I've ever done, but I don't want to give her any more advertising than this video already will. But what she's doing is disgusting. I don't care how hot you think you are or how hot other people tell you are. No sane person on the planet wants to deal with your nasty underwear that have been straddling your sweaty ass crack all day to clean off a tray while earning minimum wage. And you know what? No self-respecting person would. So that tray's not gonna get cleaned, and then the next poor fucker who gets their food on that tray is now eating speckles of your piss and shit. What the fuck is wrong with people? It is genuinely disheartening to know that people like this exist.
Going back out with leaving donations today, and I'm going to leave another little donation for the next customer in Burger King. A little side order for the next customer.
Alright guys, I'm curious. Do you guys think this woman knows how filthy of a person she is? Or do you think that she genuinely believes that the average person coming across her underwear in public is going to be ecstatic about it? I mean, surely it's impossible to be that delusional, right?
So I'm back at the petrol station and I'm going to leave a little donation. Pump number 2.
Going to the gas station is already a depressing enough event as it is. To purposefully go out of your way to make it unfathomably worse for the person who uses this pump next, that's some evil shit. And for all the people who are leaving comments calling me a snowflake or a prude or something, just imagine, instead of this conventionally attractive woman doing this, it was me, dropping my boxers off at the gas station, shoving them down the nozzle after a long, sweaty gym session. Yeah, it's not so fun when it's a sweaty man with a mustache, is it? And that's what this feels like for people who have felt the touch of a woman. For those who are socially adjusted, it doesn't matter whose underwear they are. They're unknown underwear that you have to interact with. Nobody wants that. Yeah, this one in particular really pisses me off. Once you start maliciously messing with stuff that people are going to be putting into their mouth, you are advertising to the world that you are fucked up in the head. Everything else so far has had the benefit of being in plain sight. It doesn't really make it a whole lot better, but at least you could see the underwear before interacting with it. If I pay money for a soda or a bag of chips or something, and I reach into it and I discover that it's been tainted by somebody's dirty thong, I'm turning into the fucking equalizer right then and there. Somebody's gonna have to answer for that. Not to mention the fact that anybody who uses that vending machine is probably just not gonna notice. Whatever they buy is just gonna fall onto the underwear. And now they're walking around with dirty thong juice all over their hands without even knowing it. This is sick shit.
I'm back in the supermarket again, and I'm gonna leave a little donation in with the hot dogs.
So I don't know where this lady lives. It's not America. Everything around her is in Spanish. But I've got to imagine that there's not going to be many countries on the planet where doing something like this is not violating some sort of food tampering law. Like, look, I'm not one to sit here and defend those who are dabbling in hot dog consumption, but even I can recognize that this is some nasty work.
Looking for places to leave a little donation. Oh, can we get the knickers off? Leave them on this pole for one lucky person to find.
There is so much wrong with every single video this woman posts, it's almost kind of impressive. You've got to admire the consistency. So not only have you now diseased a handrail, an object paramount for pedestrian safety, you have now also tied on a soft, slippery object onto said handrail. So not only are you spreading disease, you are endangering the public. Can you imagine the reason you die being because you're walking home from work one day, you slip and fall while walking down some stairs, you go to grab the handrail, but there's a pair of panties on it, so you have no grip, your hand slips off the handrail, and you faceplant into the concrete. All because somebody wanted to advertise their OnlyFans to a bunch of sad, pathetic boomers. That is some haunt-worthy shit if I've ever heard it. Now I could go on and on because, like I said, this woman does this every single day. She has hundreds of videos of her doing this in different settings, but I think you get the picture, and honestly, talking about this is getting me a little bit angry, so I think we're good. Look, like I said, I'm not a prude, but stuff like this is just inexcusable. It's pretty sad to me the level of depravity some people are willing to stoop to in order to make $1. And I think there's an argument there that you might be just as bad if you're the person consuming this. I went through the comments of some of these videos, and it's literally nothing but 40 to 70-year-old men going fucking bananas for this stuff. And you'll click on their profile, and they'll have a wife. kids, grandchildren, all while commenting shit like I want to sniff them so bad, please put them in a vending machine near me. The world's lost its shame, people. Well guys, what do you think? Am I gonna get age restricted? If I do, I'm actually gonna lose my mind. Recently, I've been toying with a video idea that I think is pretty risky, but I really want to cover it. There's a community of people on YouTube who do these things called transparent clothing try-ons, where it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bunch of women who put on clothes that are transparent, and when I say transparent, I mean transparent, and none of these videos get age restricted. None of them. And I'm kinda sick and tired of YouTube's hypocrisy when it comes to shit like this. So YouTube, if you mess with this video, my next upload is gonna be full of titties. And if you age restrict that video, I'm going to the media. You've been warned. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.